You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting.
My name is Kate Trotman, and I am the Public Relations Officer of the Innovative Democratic Alliance. I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to extend New Year's greetings to you, and then to welcome you to this, the first press conference for 2024 of the IDA. Esteemed members of the media, today is not just another day. I see this as a day of reckoning, a moment where the IDA cannot and will not sit by quietly and watch this administration literally drag Tobago down a slippery slope of destruction. Tobago is in crisis, and let me repeat it. Tobago is in crisis. We are at a watershed moment that demands decisive action. In the formative years of this current THA administration, the IDA took a deliberate step back, hoping against hope that this administration would govern with responsibility and diligence. We left the legislative body to do its job, intervening only when the vulnerable were attacked, when the Legislative House was abused, and when political banter escalated into personal attacks between the majority and the minority. We cautioned them to settle down and to get moving with the business of the people. But instead, what we got were glib promises, staged photo ops, and I dare say, a leadership void. Now it is 2 years later, and what do we have to show for it? All we have to show is a trail of broken promises, a gallery of meaningless photo opportunities, and a leadership void that has left many Tobagonians questioning the very essence of governance. The IDA, like many Tobagonians, is fed up. We are fed up of the empty rhetoric, we are fed up of the lack of action, and we are fed up of the very absence and the disregard for the aspiration of the people of Tobago. Today we are here to have a conversation. Today the IDA is sounding the alarm bell to the people of Tobago that our current situation is indeed dire and is no longer tenable. To lead this must-have conversation, this hard talk as I like to term it, it is my honor to now introduce the political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, someone who is not afraid to speak truth to power, regardless of the personal consequences, and especially when that power has failed the people of Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Dr. Denise Sawyerfat Angus. Dr. Angus, I call you to the podium.
Thank you for that introduction, Kay. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, and fellow citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, good afternoon. Let me start by extending greetings on my own behalf and that of the IDA family, wishing you a prosperous 2024 to everyone present and those tuning in from across the world. Today, I stand here before you with a heavy heart and a profound sense of responsibility. Tobago is in crisis. Yes, I repeat, Tobago is in crisis. And if Tobago is in crisis, the country is in trouble, because Tobago is half of the country. As the political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, I can no longer afford to extend more chances to this administration. It is painful to witness the hard work of past leaders and the people of this country being washed down the drain, all because one man believes he holds absolute power and possesses all the answers. I sat at the late Honorable Ho Choi Charles's funeral and was forced to endure the political banter on display at such a solemn occasion. But what really disturbed me to my very core was when Chief Secretary Farley casually mentioned that he was sending amended autonomy bills or autonomy documents to Trinidad. In the last couple of weeks, my frustration has grown to anger, since it is obvious that he never bothered to consult with the people, and as someone categorically said, never. After 2 years of wasting time, playing games with the autonomy bill, he is now determined to rush God only knows what documents to Trinidad without consulting Tobagonians. Is this dictatorship, stupidity, or downright disrespect? Take your pick. Whatever it is time for it to stop. The Chief Secretary has not uttered a word to Tobagonians about any changes he plans to make in the bill. Let me remind him that this is not about one man, one woman, one party. This is about Tobago's people's business, and he needs to meet with all of us. If Chief Secretary Farley attempts to send that document without talking to Tobagonians, be assured I will be at the forefront of leading the protest against such a thoughtless and careless move. Instead of recklessly sending papers to Trinidad, the Chief Secretary should first appoint a task force for consultations in Tobago and Trinidad before those amendments go anywhere. After consultations, substantial changes will be required to be made to the bills in Parliament. And this is going to require mature leadership to engage Trinidadians, and herein lies the other challenge. Why? because this chief secretary has spent the last 2 years cussing Trinidad, calling for war on Trinidadians, talking loosely without substance, and losing credibility with both the government and the opposition. Do we really expect them to hear him out? He has disqualified himself from leadership and leading the process. Loose talk has no place in serious business. Tobago needs to ensure that it puts forward its best and most capable human resource to meet the challenge to fight for greater autonomy. As a former presiding officer and someone who has demonstrated tact and fearlessness over the years, I feel duty-bound in offering my service and my skills to Tobago and the country. I am willing and capable to negotiate with the leaders in Trinidad, both the government and the opposition. We must collaborate with both sides in Trinidad and even the people of Trinidad to address the bills. And let's be real, Chief Secretary Farley Chavez Augustine has lost the trust of the government, the opposition, the people, with his declaration of war on Trinidadians. I repeat that this is not about one man or one party, but it's about giving Tobago the necessary chance to realize what we desire and deserve as necessary for the development of Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago. I repeat, Tobago's development contributes to national development. In the current situation where Chief Secretary Farley has disqualified himself, I offer my skills and leadership from years in the political arena and as a former presiding officer to lead the task force and the delegation to Trinidad. Tobago is facing genuine emergencies that compelled us to call this press conference today. I am ready to talk to the people, the Prime Minister, leaders in general, and the opposition leaders on behalf of Tobagonians, the Tobago House of Assembly, and even the Chief Secretary to get the job done in achieving greater autonomy for Tobago. We need a different type of leadership and leader. My work over the years speaks loudly to my capacity to adequately manage the process and have discussions with both sides. We are facing genuine emergencies, and today's press conference is just the beginning of our collective fight for a brighter and better future for Tobago. Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. Soyefat Agnes. At this point in time, we want to open the floor to the press to ask your questions. I will ask that on your initial question that you state your name and media house you represent for the recording, and then you can go ahead and ask your question. So, if you would want to start with your rolling, so I can go ahead.
Dr. Anders, just to clarify your final statement in terms of when you said based on your experience to the task force that's what you're telling me, right? This is to be awareness to the autonomy discussion, and you need to clarify because to me, which is what to invent it. What exactly when you said to me?
Okay, so it's more than 10 years now that there were discussions held across the length and breadth of Tobago on coming up with the Tobago bill that was sent to Trinidad. There were changes made to that bill when it got to Parliament, and there were further discussions prior to the death of Ho Choy Charles and from many corners, including myself, about the concerns of some of the areas that were not addressed. And currently, there are amendments being done by the Chief Secretary, and he has stated in the Ho Choi Charles funeral, the late Ho Choi Charles funeral, that he was sending amendments to Trinidad. If you have had discussions across Tobago with a document that affects every single human being residing on this island, and not even residing on this island, then if you're sending amendments, I doubt it's a comma and a full stop you're putting in. If you're sending amendments, then you need to come back to the people of Tobago. And so we are requesting a task force to be able to do that process.
Good afternoon, Dr. Agnes Jackson from Tobago Updates. You mentioned that you are willing to lead a protest. Is it that you are calling for protest action? Is there a time, place? What do you have in mind about what this protest will look like?
No, I am calling, I am a fair person, yes? And I didn't just say I am going out there to protest. I said, if the Chief Secretary should put God out of his thoughts and just send amendments to Trinidad without discussions with the people of Tobago, that I will lead a protest.
So, Dr. Agnes, while you were indicating that the Chief Secretary needs to come back to Tobago and discuss again, the People's National Movement, they stated that they will see more consultations. Though the bills or the documents may not please everyone, it's going to Tobago what they do, that's what's stands in their highlights. What do you have to say about that?
That is totally unacceptable for that position to be taken by the People's National Movement. I do not accept it. I will not support that position. And it is time that we have the further discussions with the people of Tobago. We also have to recognize that this bill has been over 10 to 15 years that we've had discussions and then sent to Trinidad. How many new young persons have come to the fore over those 10 years? And therefore, should they not have a chance to weigh in on what their future is going to be? Because this is not about any of us inside of here anymore. This is about their future. They have now graduated from school. Many of them are in the workplace. And this is more in reality about them. So a bill that has been sitting over 10 years, languishing, and the world is changing. We have seen a Tobago House of Assembly change to the point where there is significantly less transparency and accountability, and no one has any reins on the runaway horse. And so the current bill has to have pieces in there that over the next few generations, regardless of who is in power, that those reins are in there to ensure that the people of Tobago will always have responsible leadership and governance.
I know more than once persons have called on the IDA to settle in terms of payments, outstanding payments from the 2021 THA budget. Have all those payments been settled?
All payments have not been settled. We have continued to settle them along the way as our funds have come into place, and therefore we will continue to do just that. And again, always give the assurance that at the end of the day, people will be paid.
What is your view on the outstanding payments owed to contractors, especially Tobagonian contractors from Tobago Heritage July 2023?
I read somewhere that this administration has gotten $1.04 billion in 4 months. You cannot tell me if you got 1.04 billion in 4 months that you cannot settle your bills with cultural artists, contractors, suppliers, and also give a strong safety net to support vulnerable people out there who cannot even put food on their table at this time. What about the conversation about some type of stimulus package or stimulus program for our private sector? The economy is in shambles. And therefore, to get $1.04 billion, we have to ask ourselves, is it incompetence or sheer dishonesty that we're dealing with, why we cannot see that money being expressed in the development of Tobago? All we are seeing is a lot of travel from the various secretaries, those that are disclosed, and undisclosed travel. It's only when you fall into problems that you suddenly hear that secretaries left to go somewhere and travel. The money is not just for travel. The money is not just for your own people. The money is for the development of Tobago, and we're not seeing it.
What is the idea doing in terms of like you're looking towards TH elections to be involved, like you're fighting or gathering the troops at the world?
Yes. The idea has never stopped working. Yes? Work comes in different ways. And you may find that if you want a different type of leadership, you want a different type of administration, it's not going to look exactly the same as how all the others have done it before. So rest assured that we are in the mix for putting ourselves forward, for giving people hope as to what to expect in the future, and not just going on a road to bash one side or another. It is time we understand that we are 60,000 plus people on this island, and at the end of the day, we are family. Most of us are pumpkin vine. If you really go back into it, most of us are pumpkin vine. And so I'm saying to the people, it is time that we move past the gutter politics. It's time to take the politics out of the gutter and give people some meaningful ideas and visions that they can work with and that we know can take them into action and fruition.
I know that the political bell, so to speak,
You want to come on this side?
Okay, I just wanted to reiterate that I know the political bell is, if it has not been rung, it is being aimed, ready to be rung. And the whole autonomy bill is one of those instances that can trigger this whole action. I want to implore Tobagonians, we need to think wisely. It's not about just getting 2 steps. This is the time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago where the development of the economy of the country is critical, and where Tobago needs to play its part in the development of the country of Trinidad and Tobago. We need to get autonomy right. Not just for Tobago only, you know. For Tobago, yes, but for Trinidad and Tobago. If we don't get this right, I dare say, Trinidad and Tobago as a nation will not get it right in terms of restructuring their economy. We won't get it right. So let us not pamper ourselves along the line of politics to say, at least this will give us a little bit more than we had before. In this time and this era, and especially when we're looking at what is happening in the world, that is not good enough. We need to get it right once and for all so that we can get on to the business of the sustained development of Tobago and by extension Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to say to us, this is the first of many such press conferences where we are challenging ourselves as Tobagonians. It's not just a political exercise. We need to live and go beyond that. In Tobago, especially now, all parties, regardless of the color, there are certain issues we need to work together on. Autonomy is just one of the many. And therefore the call is towards that we get it right now, once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen present, I want to thank you for being at our first press conference. I want to acknowledge the media especially, and to acknowledge the work that you guys have been doing to inform the population so that we have informed dialogue and therefore informed decisions made as a result. I thank you very much for your service, and I look forward to you carrying future events that the IDA will hold. Thank you very much.